How, like, when did you want to get off the floor and be like in a supervisory position or assistant nurse manager position?
It kind of just evolved.
Okay.
Yeah. It wasn't something I'd planned. It just kind of evolved that way, and yeah.
Did they approach you, or did you apply for the position?
No, it was more of an approach.
Okay.
Because the other person had been left kind of abruptly.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and we'd all worked together for a very long time. It wasn't like I just jumped into something I hadn't done. So that was okay. Yeah, but it was like, oh, well, you want to try it out? And then after you try it out, you're kind of wearing the pants and doing the job and being the boss, and that's okay. I actually, that's where I learned that I liked teaching, because then we had to hire new people.
Mm-hmm.
And that was good because the new people had to learn.
Yeah.
And I wrote things up to help them stay safe and feel like they knew what we were doing. So, yeah, I liked that.
What made you want to do cath lab?
Oh, that was by default. Like,
they put you there?
No. So let's see, what year was that? 2000. In 2000, I had cancer, and I yeah, I did. And two of the people I had sat with, you sit in these big, giant lazy boy chairs when you have your chemo. And the other two people that always sat next to me were actually patients in the hospital. And they weren't doing well. It was kind of like their cancer had come back and they were having really bad outcomes. And it just was, I was so upset. So I went outside to get fresh air, and there was this tech director. He's like, "What's wrong with you?" And I was telling him, my story. And he's like, "Oh, you just need to come and work with us." And that's how I started the job. And so I went and worked with them.
I hope you're, like, cured now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I had 20 years. Yeah. No.
Cool.
But it's just kind of weird.
Yeah.
Like, it was I guess God wanted me to be there, because we just met up in the parking lot, and then in a couple weeks I had a new job at a new facility.
And you, like, what made you agree so willingly? Like, if someone offered somebody a job that, you're already working somewhere, you might like that job, like, why, like, what made you leave? So
I knew I didn't fit anymore right there in the...
You were open to it?
I was open to
That's
it.
Funny.
It felt real uncomfortable.
Okay.
When I came back, there had been multiple people I had treated, but these two were people I had sat by for 12 weeks plus, and it didn't feel good at all. So I was like, I need a change.
Yeah.
So, and I'm always willing to take a little risk. It was a safe risk. It wasn't it was a very safe risk.
You weren't moving to another state or anything.
No, it was a safe risk. And
cool.
Yeah. I've always been kind of like that. Let's try it.
Yeah.
So it was good. So that's how I got there. I never thought I'd be a procedural nurse or ever be a supervisor. That wasn't my dig when I was in nursing school.
Yeah.
But it's okay.
You have a master's degree?
Uh-huh.
That's cool.
So yeah,
That's cool.
After the cath lab, for many years, I kind of just got a little tired of call, and I was like, okay, what am I going to do when I'm 50? And I was 47, and I actually thought I wanted to start teaching, but I called Marcia, who was the director, and she said, oh, you can't go from the cath lab to Cuesta. You can't be in a specialty. The Board of Registered Nursing wants you to be on med surg.
Gotcha.
So I quit the cath lab, and I went back to being assistant director on tele, because that's kind of where we grow our students. Mm-hmm. And I went back to school at the same time. And then that's how that all happened.
Cool. It takes, so you, like, after Cuesta, you had an associate's degree. Mm-hmm. Where did you go to get your bachelor's?
I did it all online.
Bachelor's